Today I'm going to show you guys the best way to get every single seed in Grow a Garden. I'm not going to waste any of your guys' time, so let's get right into method number 1. What you want to do is go to the seed shop and talk to Tom. And this is the most simple method in the video, but the most limited method too. So pick whatever seed you want. I want the sugar apple, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And in the description, I'm going to go ahead and link this auto clicker I have. There's no malware and it's 100% safe. And once you have it downloaded, just leave the time it's at and leave it at repeat until stopped. Then you could either click this button right over here, or you could just click the hotkey, which is F6. So I'm gonna go ahead and minimize it, leave my mouse right over the no stock button, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click F6, and there we go. So every time the sugar apple is in stock, you'll go ahead and have it in your inventory. And maybe you don't want to do it on the sugar apple because it's super rare, and you might only get one every 24 hours, or only two, or maybe none. So you could pick any seed you want. It's much easier to get a Fioa seed, so maybe you want to do that. Or maybe you want to go to the gear shop, and maybe you want to grind master sprinklers instead. You could really do whatever you want with this method, but as I said, it's super limited, as you could only get one thing at a time, but it's super safe too, because it works just like an anti-AFK. You'll never disconnect from the server, and you could also grind mutations at the same time. On to method number 2. I'll leave a link in the description, but what you want to do is go to this website, and you want to download this application. I already got permission from one of the admins of Grow a Garden, if this is okay, because I was a little bit worried, and I did get the okay. So we're gonna go ahead and download version 1.1. Very important you get this version. The other one does not work. Then I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description for this GitHub. And do not worry, guys, this is not an exploit at all. It's just a macro. It says it right over here. And you could get the paid version, but the free version is good enough. So go ahead and just download it right here by clicking on this zip file. And here are the 3 things you really need. Well, you actually only need 2 of them. I went ahead and got the paid version too. So if anyone went ahead and got the paid version, I'll show you how to do that as well. It's only 500 Robux. I'm not going to like promote them at all, but if you bought it, I'll show you how to do it. So you want to start off by installing auto hotkey. Just go ahead and double click on it. And what you want to do is just go through the installation process. I already have it installed, so I don't have to do that, but it's super simple. And now that we did that, we got 2 versions over here. We'll go over the free version first. It actually might look different on these little file icons right over here because I have WinRAR, and you might have something called 7-zip, or you have neither and you have no idea what I'm talking about, which is okay. So if you have WinRAR, you actually have to right click on it and you have to click extract here. You might not need to do that. In that case, you might just have a file like this already, and all you got to do is double click on it, and then you're going to have 3 things over here. All you got to do is double click on the main file, and then boom. So you'll have this little window pop up, and do not fear it. It's not an exploit. It's just a macro that has visuals, so you could pick what you want without having to run some sort of command or having to screen record. So it's pretty cool. And you got the seed shop, you got the gear shop, you got eggs, and you got cosmetics. So now let me show you what to do, because it's not as simple as just clicking F5 and getting started. It should be like this by default, but make sure to go to settings and make sure the UI navigation keybind is /. Then you want to go ahead and click auto align. That is super important. And now it's just a matter of what you want to buy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really need any eggs, but gear sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and check off master sprinkler, tanning mirror, godly sprinkler, advanced sprinkler, and that's all I want for now. And I'll go ahead and get the basic one. And now when I go to seeds, I'm gonna go ahead and get the sugar apple, pitcher plant, Fioa, loqua, basically everything, because who doesn't want seeds? You know what I'm saying? And before you start the auto hotkey, let me just make this super clear. You want to be on full screen. Your Roblox should not look like this. Make sure you're on full screen by clicking F11 or going into settings and making sure full screen is on. And now you want to make sure nothing is in your hotbar, and you want to make sure nothing is typed up either. So everything should be empty down here, or everything's gonna break. I promise it will not be good. And once you've done all of that, you could click the button right over here, but I like minimizing it, and the button is F5. So let me go ahead and click that, and let's see what happens. We are just watching all the magic happen right now. Oh my god, it is doing everything for us. So it moved the recall wrench to our hotbar, and that's why it's super important that you don't have anything typed up, and it's gonna go ahead and change all the viewing points to make sure everything's auto aligned. Do not fear it, man. Like, watch it buy everything right now. Uh-oh, I made a really big mistake. I just realized something really big. I don't know if it'll fix it for you, but you shouldn't have anything clicked on into the seed shop before doing this. Thank God, I think it just fixed it all for me, so we might be good to go. We're looking pretty good. Now it should go to the gear shop. Now we're gonna buy some gear. Oh my god, this is working out so well right now. And now it's just scanning through everything I have. It went ahead and bought me a godly sprinkler. Like, there we go, guys. This is how you grind. This might be the best method. However, you need a computer. And when you go through everything in stock, it'll just sit AFK at your garden. And if you look very carefully, you'll see a timer for the next seed shop and the next gear shop. And if you want to stop it all, just go ahead and click F7 and the UI pops back up. And remember, you could get cosmetics too. You could get eggs, but if you get cosmetics, make sure your inventory is clear. And eventually, after a while, you won't be able to buy anymore because there's such a limit when it comes to cosmetics. But yeah, now we got a godly sprinkler. That was pretty cool. And same thing with the paid version. You just want to extract it if you have WinRAR or 7-zip. If you have neither or don't know what I'm talking about, just open up the folder and then click the main file. I don't know why there's random images. There's one of Kanye West. I do not know why, but just open up the main file. What really concerns me is you access this by putting in your username. So I really hope nobody uses my username. I hope there's some sort of security to this because I have no idea how it works. But once you validate that, you have the paid version. And with the paid version, you have the honey tab and the crafting tab. The crafting tab is not out yet, but eventually you'll be able to auto craft. And with the honey tab, you could auto collect pollinated plants and you could auto deposit the honey. But yeah, that's method number 2. So let's get right into method number 3. And you might be wondering, what is method number 3? Didn't you go over everything already? No, I haven't. If you join discord.gg/Matty and go to the roles text channel, you'll see a giant list of stuff from Grow a Garden, like the pitcher plant seed, the sugar apple seed, master sprinkler, even weather events like the meteor shower, black hole event, all that good stuff. And if you want to get pinged for any of these events, seeds, or any gear, just go ahead and react with the emoji under the message. And you could just click on them just like that. And then you'd get pinged. In the other text channels, like for seeds, weather, and even eggs, for example, right here, it pinged when there was a paradise egg. So yeah, just join discord.gg/Matty, and that'll be super helpful, I promise. And as you can see, I have so many seeds in the game, and you could imagine why. I just be grinding using all the methods that I showed you in today's video. For example, you might want to use method number 1 or 2 while you're sleeping or while you're out of the house. That way you get as much as you can of exactly what you want, as you wouldn't be at your computer anyway. And you might want to use method number 3 if you're maybe gaming with the boys or watching some YouTube, or if you're using your computer for anything else. That way you don't have to stay on the game and you would still be able to actually use your computer, which I do all the time. Maybe while I'm recording, like now, if I got pinged for something, I would go into the seed shop and I would buy it while I'm recording or while I'm editing or doing whatever I may be doing. And to end off the video, I'm gonna go ahead and open up all these seed packs. We have 19 summer seed packs, so let's go ahead and get straight into it and let's see what we get. I mean, I don't know why I haven't opened up any of these, but we're gonna spam all of them because how cool would it be to get some elephant ears right now? I don't know, but we're spamming. I have no patience. I'm not watching them roll. We're just getting straight to it. We got a parasol flower, but they're one-time collects, which kind of sucks. We need something better. Cantaloupe, bro. All right, hurry up. We have 10 left. Another wild carrot. I'm gonna crash out. I'm just gonna crash out. I only have 2 left. Dude, come on. All cantaloupes. That is all I saw on my screen. And a wild carrot. But I think that's all we got for today's video. Just make sure to turn notifications on. If you don't want to miss me opening up all these Oasis crates, we might get something really rare. But yeah, guys, make sure to join discord.gg/Matty. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Take it easy. Peace.